Knuckleball or whippage, a decision every free kick taker has while standing over a dead ball. So today, I'm going to be putting both to the test to find out which is best.
Now first things first, what is the difference between knuckleball and whippage? Now by Google definition, a knuckleball is a shooting technique that involves hitting the ball with minimal spin, resulting in an unpredictable and erratic trajectory. In more simple terms, it's a ball that when you hit it really hard, it sort of wobbles around the place. On the other hand, whippage is the technique that involves hitting across the ball to encourage both left to right curl and up and down dip. And fun fact, if you search up on Google how to whip a football, not only will it show you my video as a tutorial, it'll also use my definition on how to do it as tips on how to do it properly. So even Google knows your boy's the king of whippage. Now when it comes to actually doing a knuckleball, it's not that simple. You want to start off with a really straight run up to the ball, about 5 to 6 steps away. When running up to the ball, you want to stay on your toes and you want to strike the ball with your laces through the center of the ball with maximum power, and here's the key, no follow through. That's what's going to encourage the ball not to spin and give you maximum power and movement. Now hitting a ball with whippage is definitely the easier of the two. You want to start off about a 45-degree run up, 4 to 5 steps away from the ball, and when striking the ball you want to hit with your laces, cutting up and across the ball and keeping your head on top of it so it doesn't go over the crossbar. In terms of actually testing which free kick technique is the best, I've divided the pitch into 6 different sections where free kicks are usually taken from. Left, right and center from close range, and left, right and center from long range. I'm then going to be taking a total of 120 free kicks from those positions, alternating between knuckleball and whippage. I'm then going to come back on day 2 and do it all over again. That'll total 240 shots, 120 with each technique, which will give us a good base to judge this debate. Now before we do get into the testing, I'm going to be withholding the 10 best free kicks taken this video, and I'm going to be showing them to you at the end of the video because viewer retention is a thing. I apologize for that, but you're just going to have to stick around to see some absolute worldies. Now without further ado, let's get into the shots.
First up, it's whippage from 25 yards out, dead center. Yeah, that's not bad.
Rather than making you guys sit through 3 hours of me taking free kicks, here's a little montage from day 1. Yeah, still can't believe 3 hours of shooting ends up being a 30-second YouTube clip. Well, like and subscribe.
Wow.
Looking back at the stats from day 1 and the first 120 shots, and it's some interesting reading. But before I say anything, we have a whole nother day of filming and another 120 free kicks to be taken before we can really give our verdict on this debate. Now before we do get into the second day of filming, I wanted to reflect on what the stats across the world of football had to say on this debate. So the average free kick conversion rate in Europe's top 5 leagues is 6%. Now as most free kicks are taken with whippage, I feel that this is a good number to represent that technique. Now finding out a knuckleball's free kick conversion rate wasn't that simple. The way I settled on is I compiled some of the best knuckleball free kick takers of all time, including Lampard, Ronaldo and Juninho, and I averaged out their free kick conversion rate. Now the result of that was 5.3% conversion rate. And you've got to remember, that's an average of the best knuckleball free kick takers of all time. So it's fair to say that your normal footballer is not going to be achieving those sort of numbers.
Okay, day 2 of data collection. I need to take 120 more free kicks today, starting off from the central position from as close as a free kick can be taken. It's 18 yards out, starting off with whippage. Let's do it.
And so I continued on for the next 2 hours taking free kicks with both techniques from all areas of the pitch until we had 120 shots for the day and 240 shots in total to have a look at. Okay, so 240 free kicks have been taken across 2 days, and here are my results. Now on day 1, I scored 14 goals with Whippage, I forced 7 great saves out of the goalkeeper, and I hit the woodwork 5 times. That totals in 26 shots out of 60 that were hitting really positive goal scoring areas. In comparison with the Knuckleball on day 1, I scored 10 goals, forced 1 great save out of the goalkeeper, and didn't hit the woodwork at all. When it comes to day 2, it's clear to see that I was just in better form, because I scored 26 goals with Whippage and 12 goals with Knuckleball, both improvements from day 1. Now in terms of the goalkeeper on day 2, he was only forced into 3 great saves with Whippage and 0 with Knuckleball. And I did hit the post or crossbar 5 times with each on day 2. Now I've combined the 240 total shots across both days of filming into 2 tables, which should give me a good summary. First up we have Knuckleballs, where I scored 22 goals out of a possible 120. That ends up being 18%. Worryingly, however, that is the exact same number as bad misses, which means that over 120 free kicks, I was just as likely to score from a knuckleball as I was to miss horrendously, which actually tracks pretty well considering Cristiano Ronaldo's recent form when taking knuckleballs. Other interesting facts from the knuckleball section include hitting the wall 13 times, as well as hitting the woodwork 5 times. And you'll see that next to the great save section, there's only 1. Meaning that if I hit a good area with my shot on a knuckleball technique, the goalkeeper pretty much had no chance of saving it. But due to the amount of bad misses, you can see that that wasn't very consistently. Now when it comes to Whippage, something pretty special happened. The most satisfying scientific research I've ever done. Feast your eyes on a perfectly balanced table. I scored 40 free kicks with the Whippage technique, totaling 33%. That was the exact same number as my regular misses, shots that just missed the mark but weren't bad in particular. And then the rest of the table was exactly even. 10 across all of them. Hit the wall 10 times. Hit the woodwork 10 times. How many great saves did the goalkeeper make? 10. Bad misses 10. Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
What that does show, however, is due to my research, Whippage beats Knuckleball in every single technique. Now, maybe that is because I do prefer Whippage, and that's what I've been doing my entire life, but over 240 free kicks, still pretty interesting. In conclusion, the Whippage technique definitely provides much more consistency compared to Knuckleball. If you take a look at these 2 images, you can see that the free kicks taken with the Whippage technique had to be a lot closer to the corners of the goal to beat the goalkeeper. While the goal scored with the Knuckleball technique could pretty much be anywhere as long as they're on target, because the movement and if it caught a deflection or anything would be really difficult for the goalkeeper to react to. Despite that, for me, I'm sticking with Whippage. But that's not to say that the opportunity won't arise where the Knuckleball is the best choice. I want to show you 2 free kicks to prove my point. James Ward-Prowse is one of the best free kick takers in the world, with a conversion rate of 15.2%. And he uses the Whippage technique. However, in a game against Wolves, he found himself a long way away from goal, and he decided to hit a knuckleball. He knew that Whippage wouldn't have the power, so he decided to whack it and hope that it wobbled into the net. And that's exactly what it did, and it's probably his best free kick in his career. On the other hand, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best knuckleball free kick takers of all time, with a conversion rate of 6.3%. But in one of the biggest games of his life, in the World Cup against Spain, he found himself on a hat-trick with a free kick. He decided to ditch the knuckleball technique and use Whippage. He found the top corner, scored his hat-trick, and the rest is history. This goes to show there's room in your game for both techniques. You just need to know when to use which. Now before I wrap it up, I did promise anyone that stuck around to the end of the video would be greeted with the best 10 shots I took from the 240 free kicks in this video. So without further ado, thanks for sticking around, sit back and enjoy. Now coming in at number 10, it's a shot that encapsulates the essence of a knuckleball perfectly. It might not be in the top corner, but the amount of power and movement on it means the goalkeeper has no chance. In at number 9, it's one of the first shots I took in the entire video. A little bit of Whippage from close range. So one of the hardest shots throughout the video was trying to hit a knuckleball from close range, as there just wasn't enough time and space to get that ball over the wall and under the crossbar. That's why coming in at number 8, it's this shot that broke my heart. While talking about getting the ball up and over the wall, coming in at number 7, it's a goal with so much dip, you're gonna have to watch it while eating crackers. Yeah, I do this for a living, guys. So the original idea was to show you guys the top 10 goals from the video, but I decided to bring in a goalkeeper that's way above my standard, and some of my best shots he managed to save. So position 5 and 6 go to my goalkeeper Seth, a man who consistently ruins my day. Cheers, mate.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh my god! What a save!
Coming in at number 4, it's a shot with so much whip it travelled through 3 different postcodes before reaching the top corner, and even I was surprised it managed to sneak inside the post.
Oh my god.
Coming in at number 3, it's more of the same, only better.
What a goal that is.
So coming in at number 2, it's a goal purely for my ego. As on day 1, I kept trying to embarrass Seth in goals by scoring on the goalkeeper's side. However, from countless attempts, it didn't work. So I said to myself, rather than ruin the video, on day 2, I would only allow myself one attempt to score on the goalkeeper's side. And this was that attempt. So remember when I said I'd only allow myself to shoot the goalkeeper's side once throughout day 2? Well, after that first goal, I admit I got a little bit cocky, and with only 2 or 3 shots left in the entire video, I thought I'd try my luck again.
Oh my god!